to this stream. I'm Alex. I know probably the only one that'll be watching this is myself. So hi, myself. I'm going to cook some goulash today. So I've got some stuff set up already. This is the first time I'm doing this, so things are going to be a bit messy. In fact, I don't even know if this screen is going to work. It might be too zoomed in. We'll find out. So the first 5-10 minutes of this is going to be me just troubleshooting. I can see myself over there. Welcome. Oh, hi. There we go. So I'm going to move the camera around first, and then we'll get started with some goulash. Let me see here. Of course, that goes off right away. As if I knew that was going to happen. So you can see that's too zoomed in, but you know, I got my pot right here, got a cutting board right here. I think that'll be fine. I don't want to get these too close together. Probably shouldn't have meat and veg in the same cutting board anyway. Ignore that. Just a test. I'm the only one eating this. So without further ado, I'm going to change the camera. Just the cooking camera. Yeah, that looks good, I think. All right, so I will start with some cooking oil, of course. I don't have cooking oil right now, so I'm using some vegan butter. It's just the same thing. It's just extra thick. And you know, butter is always good for you. So that's what I tell myself. So I'm gonna start cooking that here. In the meantime, I got some garlic, good old garlic, and I take forever to peel my garlic. I know. I'm just gonna do it off camera so I'm not embarrassing myself completely. But yeah, this is goulash. Basically, it's I don't know if it is fully called goulash. I think goulash is more of the soupy kind of this, but it's just like a pasta dish. It's basically tomatoes, meat, and pasta. Of course, I'm going to be a little more adventurous today, but I figured it'd be good to start out with something that can be simple and exciting at the same time. So that's what I'm doing. This one garlic. Should take this off the hot pan, even though it's not hot yet. It's not the biggest burner on my stove, so I'm gonna have to adjust for that. And it's really great because you can make it all in one pot. If you ever made like one pot pastas, this is essentially that. But we'll make it like a little thicker, so it's all not a lot of soup. Be nice and thick. Lovely jubbly. All right, so I'm just going to cut up these things right here. Gotta stop watching myself and watch what I'm doing in front of me. It's gonna be something to learn once I chop up a finger. Nice big piece of garlic. Chop them up nicely. This garlic. Honestly, it might be even best if you were to mince the garlic. Might be a good idea, but I think that, I mean, depends if, kind of how you want to play. It doesn't really matter for this dish. This dish is very, you do anything with this dish. Very versatile, that's the word I'm looking for. Very versatile. So I'm just going to start with that. I debated on adding onions to this because I love onions in everything, but I feel like in a lot of pasta dishes, it's too much. You know what? Change my mind. Change my mind. I'm adding onion. do need to go out and get some onion at some point, but that will be a future date thing. Also, a bit of side note, the audio quality of this might be really crap. I can only figure out once I record one how crap the audio is and figure out ways to adjust for that. Let's just say this isn't exactly the most high technical equipment that I have set up. Hence the reason it almost fell into the pot of hot garlic viewing stream. I'm sure that'll only happen never during doing this. Onion. I don't like the first bit, so I gotta cut it real close to get rid of that. The rest of it, liquid gold. Yeah, I think that was crap, but I don't want the full onion. Like I said, I don't like pot of dish with too much onion in it. I feel like that should be reserved for something that's more stir-fried and have a lot of onion in it. We'll just start this in with the garlic. Kind of like the bigger pieces because it's better if you get them cooked and sort of caramelize the bigger pieces. Sounds like it's something we need in this dish, but it's cool looking at least. Let's see here. Before anyone says anything, I know my dishes are dirty, but I cleaned them very well. It's just got stuff that I gotta really scrub, like get rid of, every molecule on there, kind of scrape and chemical cleanse. Too hot now. Now, of course, I didn't plan anything ahead of time for this, so my meat is still frozen solid. I'll put that on now, so hopefully it defrosts. But we might be sitting here for a little while trying to get this thing cooked, so it's slab of meat. So yeah, I think it's going well. You can always move this to the side if I need to. Like hi, Internet. I see almost falling over. Hold on. It'll be. Alright, I'm not going to move it for a little while. So I might do a part source because it's not in life. That's weird. Okay. I don't know if I'm over there. Never mind then. Here. This way. Which actually put it? I do it. I do it the whole time. Let's try it with short cord so that I'm burning anything down.
And it has charge. Excellent. Okay. Just working out logistics. But looks like the onions are getting both. Ooh, too cooked there. Turn it down. It's one of those times where you should plan ahead because this just takes way too long to cook all this meat. It's all frozen solid like that. You know what I'll do? So it goes a little bit quicker. And I can turn down the heat a little bit. It's right over here. Cover it. Also, that way it's not super annoying sizzling sounds. Over. And also, you know, it keeps the heat in. It'll cook not only the bottom part, but the top part of it, and the sides. It's gonna be great. Our shoulder. So yeah, I got some tomato sauce. Got the rotini here. This is the pasta noodles we've been using. So I kind of like it best with macaroni. Mostly because macaroni is super cheap, but it's also just like a great thing to have. Like, think of macaroni and cheese. That's kind of what we want to get from this. We want to marry mac and cheese and like spaghetti. Marry those two together. I don't have any cheese with me, which is a shame. So that would be delicious to add to this. I think I left that all behind when I moved. But maybe next time we'll get some cheese to add to it. Maybe it's creamy. Should still be creamy, but just not the extra creamy that everyone loves from your friend and mine, cheese. All right, let's see how this is looking. See a little bit cooked on the top there, so if you do the whole part. Split it apart more, get it smaller. And then we'll add our spices. Spices and sauces. Both the spices and sauces. At this point, I'm also going to add, just for a little extra unhealthy fatness, those two. The sausages. Good old pork sausages that I got cheap, as you can tell. But I'm ready to use them. Luckily, this pork is pretty fat, so I don't need to add a lot of cooking oil to it, and the sausages themselves have tons of fat. Sugars cook themselves. In the meantime, I am going to move some stuff around, and we'll look at spices. Obviously, number one, salt. I'll put that way over there. You can't see it, but it's there. Trust me. Usually what I start to think of first when spices is meat. What do I want my meat to taste like? And usually that involves quite a bit of paprika. Today I'm gonna try this Northwoods Fire seasoning. Let's see what's in here. Salt, of course, chipotle peppers, Hungarian paprika, so that's the paprika I wanted. Black pepper, garlic, rosemary, thyme. And I love my thyme. Not to make a pun, I do love thyme. Everything. This isn't like the tiniest sort of dish, so I won't add it today. I will add a little bit of turmeric, that as well.
goulash. People always asking what I for spiciness. Right now, I've been going through this habanero jam that I have, and I've had this for it's 5 o'clock, by the way, if you didn't know. Anyway, I have this forever, and you don't need very much of this. You need a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, not even a teaspoon, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. So we'll use that for our spiciness. That should take care of it. Soy sauce, just a little bit of soy sauce. Just looking at what I know it's cumin. I have a little bit of cumin left, but that's good stuff to have. In a dish like this. I saw this. Salt, garlic, habanero pepper blend, habanero pepper powder, onion, paprika, lime zest. That'd be kind of nice. I'm worried about the lime zest though. We'll do something else for now. We'll save that for later. I'm just going to put the big guns with the paprika. Guys, that's a very paprika heavy dish anyway. Paprika, Spanish paprika. The focus, Spanish paprika. Spanish style paprika, I'm sure it wasn't actually from Spain. Alright, here we go. Ooh, nice. Cooked. And you can see a little bit with the onions how they're getting almost like that one right over here. It's an almost stringy and nice coppery, like brashish looking color to it. That's caramelized. Those are delicious to have almost with any meal. Like I mentioned, it's really not the kind of meal you want to highlight the caramelized onions in here, but I like them anyway, so I'll make them in here. These are actually cooked very well, but we just gotta give it some time. I am going to focus up the volumes on my mixer here. I can't even hear that when it's over again yet. I'm talking at the same time. Oh, lucky for you then. It's very loud in my ears. I'm also going to add, I like to add like peppers and maybe like full tomatoes. Any kind of like basic vegetable you can think of. I don't have any of that right now, but I do have these, again, cheap mushrooms that I'm going to use, and I think they're delicious with mushrooms. I think any kind of mushroom you want, you can put in this thing, and be delicious. Yeah. We'll just wait for that to cook, and then we'll add our spices. Then we'll add our sauce. Then we'll add our pasta, and that's it. Pretty easy. And as always, there's a lot of downtime with cooking, so to do things at the same time. Right now, I'm just trying to focus on improving the stream as we go. You can do whatever you want, you know, this karate, listen to music, a podcast. I do that quite often. Usually I make tea as well, but I didn't want the extra noise of me sipping tea. But I might do that next time if I'm missing my tea. Add spices.
Usually get spices before it's all browned, but since it was in chunk of frozen solidness, might as well add spices now, not when it's just a frozen wok, and get in to where it needs to go. I'm going to save the cumin until we add the pasta, or this the pasta sauce. But this is going to be the firewood seasoning, will be the main thing going into. Oh yeah, into that. A little bit of turmeric. Don't need a lot, but stuff stains like crazy. A little bit. We'll add the salt, of course. Excellent. And before I forget, I'm going to add that extra bit of paprika. Also add a little more of it when it comes down to the sauce. A little bit there. That gives it a nice color, that golden color. The turmeric and the paprika. Excellent. Heat a little bit. I want to make sure that these bad boys are cooked all the way through. So I don't have to move the salad to the one side and just have this in the center. That looks nice. Let's see what a change of light does to it. That's definitely not as cool as that. Excellent. Okay. Ooh, one thing I'm gonna add. At least to those two sausages. Honey. I'm just gonna drizzle a tiny bit, like a teaspoon. On top of that and that. Yum. Just give it a little bit of sweetness. We all love the sausage. Maple sausage. More sense than that. I'm gonna need that later. Don't want to put it in the sink yet. Not yet. No. Maybe I'll get some non-DMCA music to go along with it. That'd be nice, right? Something besides my ugly voice. I can do that. I had a bunch of good songs to play. There's this one, of course, that everyone recommends. I want to have me show it Matt a couple of times, so I'll figure that stuff out next time. Yeah, sounds good. All right. It's getting a little too hot again. I'm starting to stick. Burn, but I think that's going to be fine. You can always cook a little bit more in the. I'll just take it out. Okay. A little bit more while I'm cooking the sauce. So, I have another pan over here that I can put that on. Snooze instead of off. Technology. You're wondering, why is that alarm so loud? Almost like it was coming from the same device that's recording. Oops. Like I said, very cheap. We'll add a good amount of water because that's going to go into your pasta. It's very liquidy right now, but don't worry, that's going to go down. Splashing everywhere. Oh, gross. I'll add a little bit of the soy sauce. I will add the hotness. Sometimes I like to add the hotness to specifically the meat. Sometimes I like to add it to the sauce. Sometimes vegetables and sauce, or vegetables and meat. I'm gonna do that. That might be too much, but you know, I'm the one eating it, not you. So, all right. Also add cumin. Excellent. This away here. A little bit more of that fire sauce. Firewood seasoning, sorry. And paprika. You want to add paprika especially with the sauce. There's a lot of sauce with paprika. I mean, you need a lot of paprika for the sauce. You get that point. So right away, put this away. Piece a little. I believe. We're adding the pasta. As you can tell, it's a very precise measurements for all these recipes I have. Let's rest of it use later. In fact, I might use a little bit more water. Like I said, it's going to be the water that goes into the pasta. You got to think about how much water it's going to suck up. So I'll turn up the heat to get it to boil. And a little bit more. I kind of like them al dente. If I can, especially if you want to reheat them, then you don't have already well done pasta getting even more well done. So keep it al dente so you can heat it up later if you need to. It's up in highest heat, and we can just wait. While I wait, I'm just going to cut up the onions. Onion, sorry. Did I say onions? No, I didn't. No one heard that. Mushrooms. Give her a good help on the mushrooms. It's my only ancillary vegetable or whatever to my dish here. Gotta go overboard on it. I have other vegetables, I swear. I got bok choy, but I don't think bok choy has worked very well with this. No one puts bok choy in with their pastas. Speaking of pastas, it's a lot of salt for all that pasta. Good. Okay, cut this up. Side here. And I'm sure, hopefully I make enough of these, or else I'm repeating myself for a lot of stuff. So it might be annoying, but I'm doing this to entertain me, not entertain you. Though also, let me know if anything else I can improve on. Like, Alex, your voice sucks. Well, can't do anything about that. I sort of a bad voice. But talking about the audio quality, you know, enough people actually watch this. Maybe I'll actually get some equipment. Besides just what I had laying around already for free. So I wasn't about to invest money into something like this. That's, you know, just a hobby until it becomes lucrative. There's already so many cooking channels out there who do way more than me. It's just me doing it for fun, little laughs. There's all my onion. Oh, dang it, did it again. My mushrooms there. Oh, As maybe able to tell, I'm cleaning dishes while I am cooking, which I think you should always do. Cook, clean, cook, clean, cook, clean, cook, clean, cook, clean. It's very important that end clean that happen. Sometimes do a clean, clean. No. It's all about how you feel the pasta, how hard the pasta is. I think I might a little bit more. You gotta be careful not add the water because this is going to cool that down. As you can see, the bubbles. My plate has stopped when I did that. Totally stopped. A little bit more coming in there, but you only add a little bit of water, so gotta be careful when adding that water. Never add extra water to rice once you started cooking. That's useless. You're just gonna ruin the rice by doing that. Luckily, this is easy. Just gonna cover it up again, and we'll wait. From across the room, you can't even hear me. But it can over here, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Hoping you guys can still hear me over here. Yeah, you guys can. Sweet. What over here? Yeah. Close enough. It's gotta be loud. Or I actually need a microphone besides the same thing it's recording on. So to thicken this stuff, like I said, it's going to be less like a soup and more like macaroni and cheese. This is your friendly neighborhood starch, cornstarch, potato starch, arrowroot starch, whatever you want. Obviously, some are more healthy than others. Cornstarch, that's the worst of them. But we just need any thickener to thicken up the sauce. And to make it even better, you can add tomato paste along with the tomato sauce. I don't have any tomato paste, so we're just going with what we got. Yeah, that check. Hold on here. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Tomato paste. All right. We'll add a bit of that. A good amount of that. You see the pasta itself is just changing color. Like it used to be a brighter yellow, now it's this dark, rich, golden, I guess I get coppery brass color. That's the turmeric and whatever I called it before, paprika combining. Break the top of this stuff too. Nice and tomato pasty. Excellent. Refrigerate that. Bring down the heat and add a bit of water. So I want some sauce. And of course, you can add as much water in as you want. You can make it soupier if you want. This is supposed to be kind of a soup anyway. If you want to add it very soupy, I recommend using broth instead of just water. Beef broth, delicious. Chicken broth, not chicken broth, but vegetable broth, also delicious. Whatever floats your boat. I like it a bit thicker, so I'm not dripping over myself. I'm gonna test one of these noodles here. Dull. Pretty al dente. Hopefully not too much, but that's fine because we have to add mushrooms still. Excelente. Heat again, since I don't have the lid on. Be awesome here in a minute. I'll put the lid back on. Just get that rest of that pasta nicely cooked. We want to cook that pasta. And also have sauce left over because we have to thicken it here in the next minute. In the future, I'll have one camera right here, like on the stove, one camera, cutting board, another one pointing at my face. Since I don't know, I'll be famous by that time. I afford all that equipment. So, yeah. Excuse me. Plenty of baking on this too. It's almost gone already. This was carrot cake. See all the chocolate chips in there too. Delicious carrot cake. I'll do a lot of baking on this stuff too. That's just fun. So if I'm ambitious, I'll do cooking and baking at the same time because baking has a lot more standing around to it than this does. This is a lot quicker than baking. And baking, I'd be sitting here for 2 hours trying to entertain myself. That's when I really want to put on a TV show or podcast or something. All right, I think this is good. And you're wondering, man, that sauce is still, it's really liquidy sauce. We'll add a cornstarch. You want to start by adding cornstarch and a little bit of water. I need a fork, so it's kind of difficult. Whisk it around, nice and incorporated. Add it to the sauce. It does make things that have a bit paler color to it too. That's orange. Oh yeah. See how creamy that looks? Just imagine if you added some like cheese to that. Oh. I'll add a bit more to thicken her up. Fine. Excellent. Right. This is where I would have had a bit more meat and stuff in there. You could see if I had the sausages, but we'll just do it next time. So thick. Love it. Just a nice, easy, quick meal. If I had some nice spring onions, I'd drizzle them on top. Turn down the heat just a bit. Excellent. Makes you hungry just looking at it. Here are the two sausages. I'm just going to add it to the plate. I'm done. So excellent. Kind of want to get more of that steam, get it thicker, and reduce the sauce just a little bit till I get it to where I want it. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's good. Turn off the heat. Some of my stuff away. Also have a nice big plate to serve her on. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. So that's pretty much it. That's goulash. Like I said, there are many different varieties, different things you can add, make it even better. But that's just my first little cooking thing. Obviously, get a lot more detailed in the future. This is something I can cook up quickly after coming home from all the hard work I do normally. So I'll just change the thing here. Yeah. Hello. All right, so thank you for watching. Mostly just me. Hi, me. I'll be back next time. I don't have an exact schedule for this yet, but I'm just going to sit back and enjoy my goulash. I'll see you next time. Go the walk over there. Turn the thing off. There's not going to be a nice transition.